bells of Glocken. In the tiny kingdom of Glocken, long, long ago, lived a wise and noble king. The king ruled his people with great kindness, and the people in turn loved the king and lived in peace. The king built a great tower with 4 fine bells hanging high in the rafters. Fastened to each bell was a long rope that reached almost to the ground. Then the king spoke.
My people, these beautiful bells are your bells, but they must never be rung except in times of trouble. When you despair, ring 1 bell for hope. When you and your neighbor argue, ring 2 bells for peace. When someone despises you, ring 3 bells for love. When your heart is heavy with sorrow, ring 4 bells for joy. Then the judges will come. They will come together at once and give you justice. The bells are for all of you, both rich and poor, old and young. Let even the least among you, the youngest child, toll the bells in times of trouble, for long after I am gone, a tiny child will come, who will be a great new king. He will bring you salvation.
Throughout the years, the people rang the bells many times. Peace and justice prevailed, and the tiny kingdom prospered.
Ding dong merrily on high, the tower bells are ringing. Ding dong merrily in the sky, sounds with people singing. Gloria, 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 for justice they are ringing. The tower bells are swollen. And people sung and Gloria, 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 for justice they are sworn. Gloria, 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 for justice they are sworn.
In time, the good king died. Without his loving guidance, the people began to quarrel ceaselessly. Even the judges could not make peace. The bells rang continuously, driving everyone crazy.
Your father is a gypsy!
Your mother's a heifer!
You stole my cheesecake recipe! You stole my husband!
At last, the ropes wore out and broke. The great tower fell silent. The tower bells became the stuff of legend, an ancient fable repeated to every child in remembrance of better times. The people grew bitter and afraid. Their hearts were heavy with sorrow, and they longed for a new king.
Hush, my child, lie still and listen to the legend of the bells. Hush, my child, lie still and listen to the ancient story I tell. Long ago a people had a noble king. Long ago the bells did ring.
One bell rang with hope for our people. Two bells told the message of peace. Three bells bring the comfort of God's love. Four bells ring with joy and relief.
One day soon our land will have a great new king.
Then the bells again will ring.
Late one night, a strange camel caravan approached the tiny kingdom. The caravan bore 3 wise men carrying precious treasures from distant lands. They were very tired, and the camels were almost worn out. The sand got deeper and hotter. And finally, they stopped at the kingdom's gate.
Halt! Who goes there?
We are 3 wise men from the east who have traveled many miles from distant lands in search of a new king. Do you know where he is?
We have no king. And we don't allow strangers in our land. Go away!
Weary from their journey, the wise men groaned a great sigh of despair. Suddenly, a single bell tolled through the chill of the night air.
Do you hear what I hear? It is the bell of hope, as told in ancient legend. Who is this king that you see?
He is a tiny child who is a great new king, as promised long ago. A star has led us to this place in search of him.
With the light of hope rekindled in his heart, the gatekeeper joined the caravan. As the camel bells rang, they walked through the narrow, deserted streets. Frightened townspeople hid behind locked doors.